Oh boy. Hello, people. Good evening. Match day one, Champions League. We're here. Barcelona, Royal Antwerp. Why did I do it? Why not? Is the answer. The main game's tomorrow anyway, personally for me, so why not watch this one? Good evening, everybody. And we have the defending La Liga champions taking on the Belgian champions, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be fun. I've been listening to UCL anthem since morning. Since the morning. For what? It's not like you're Arsenal, dude. I'm sure those fans have definitely been doing it. Oh, and by the way, shout out to Newcastle. Huh? They made it difficult. Okay, so Barcelona lineup is Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, Joao Cancelo, Alejandro Balde, Gavi, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Joao Felix, Christensen, De Jong, Ilkay Gundogan, Gavi, and Frankie De Jong. Got Inigo Martinez, Ferran, Alonso. Hey Jayesh, hey Detzler. Here we go. And the players playing for Royal Antwerp, well, nobody knows any of them, so it doesn't really matter. I think Alderweireld plays for Antwerp, doesn't he? De Jong playing sole DM today, bro. They can play the holiday position. It's going to be that easy. Let's see. Owen Wijndal, I know. Balikwisha, don't know. Muya Janssen. What Janssen? Vincent Janssen. Oh my god, Vincent Janssen. Alderweireld, Koulibaly, Vermeeren, Keita, Ekkelenkamp, and Batai. I actually know a few of them. Newcastle vs AC Milan has to be one of the most boring matches I've seen in a while. Well, this is what happens when you decide to watch Italian football, dude. That's why smart people watch English and Spanish football, even German football. However, the Italian teams itself seem to have been playing quite meritoriously the last couple of years. So they've become a little more attractive now. I'm sorry, I don't know what music this is. I don't know why I think it's for Morocco, but I could be wrong. We are together with you, Morocco and Libya. Good guess. I wouldn't have guessed that. Nitesh, Nathan, I don't know when our fans will stop booing UCL anthem. What do you mean? Why are your fans booing UCL anthem? Visca Barca, Harshal Zio. Who's your favorite Barca player right now? See, most of them are not very good. Jokes, by the way. God. People will lose their mind. Favorite Barcelona player right now? Let me have another look, shall we? You know what? I'll say Gundo here. Because I spent the majority of last season watching him in really, really clutch moments. So I'll say Gundogan. But otherwise, I don't mind a little Pedri. Araujo actually is my favorite. I'm always partial to a defender, which is very weird, but I am. In just a reminder, Champions of Europe are playing today. I know, dude. I know. I know. I just decided to do this one for a change. Ooh, it started. Apologies, little late on the clicker. Okay, guys. Now I might be behind, but that's fine. Feel free to spoil it. There's no issues. We will also be keeping track of the other games today, obviously. Yeah, Gundo's class. Yeah, man. They do after the allegations 2020. Listen, dude, UEFA is just dirty. Booing your players for achieving something in a tournament they've never achieved before. You should kind of be happy about it. But this is my opinion. I am sure you're happy about it, but others might not be. So you have to just let the people deal with their feelings their own way, man. Can't really convince people to behave. A lot of people don't behave well anyway. So apparently, a Newcastle fan got stabbed in Milan. So it just goes to show you they can't blame the English this time. Bro, why this shit match? Honestly, dude, I just wanted to watch something for a different for a change. Quite honestly. Also, I think Antwerp's a good team, dude. Belgian champions and all that. Rao could become a legend if he doesn't get injured much. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of players like that, aren't there? Boy, what's happening here? Why is Barcelona even letting them touch the ball? Okay. Antwerp's in the mood today, clearly. Kings of Europe going to play tomorrow. Bayern Munich? They scrape past. Well, that's Kings of Germany, isn't it? Barely this season. Hey, Jordan, good evening. Hey, what do you think about Rodri? I think if he maintains, I think if he maintains his trajectory as we move along, I think he could be one of the best all-time DMs. The question is, can he do it? You have to do it for a sustainable amount of time. Today, Mohan Bagan annihilated Odisha. Multiple. This is not being shown on TV. The what you should watch is PSG Dortmund. That's the that's yeah. Rodri right now world's best CDM. Yeah, right now definitely, definitely. If he sustains it, he'll be. The thing is, it's difficult to sustain these kind of things, man. People think once you reach a certain level, it's easy to do it, but actually, it's not. Yeah. Sometimes all it takes is a change in manager to completely go out of favor. Very very difficult to maintain this kind of momentum. And also, I wonder like how is he going to play when there's no Pep? There's another thing. Yeah, neither am I Death Slayer. It's quite a problem. We might have to actually switch to another game. It's funny, right? You commit to this and then this happens. Very weird. Not sure how to figure this out. Anyway, we have to go with what we've got. After Boosie, the best for me. Like I said, man, extended periods of activities required. Roddy's the best midfielder in the world. Best midfielder? Oof. Best midfielder in the world. My timestamp. Hold on. Let me just. Yeah. It's about because of the issues we're having. Death Slayer. I'm about a minute behind. I'm 3:43 right now. I'm trying to remedy it, but it's not happening at the moment. Pussy is nowhere near the best right now. Right now? They didn't win, right? Miami. Those people trolled Messi with a pizza of tomatoes or something. I was like, bro, what kind of childhood trolling is this? This is real sad. The people's idea of trolling only becomes sad. Like, I mean, I guess you can like, dude, it's so weird, man. They put some tomato slices in an L. Okay, kind of sad, but is that supposed to be some kind of chop? Hello, Talomba. Good evening. Sony Live, guys. Yeah, I don't have Sony Live, dude. And I have way too many subscriptions. Casemiro fallen off. Germany still needs time and effort. So Rodri, dude. Casemiro's had quite easily the worst last two games I've seen. Yeah. It's rough. It's rough. Not a good timing to drop a little or a lot. As he started it, to be fair, so kind of obvious. I know, but what kind of childhood games is this, bro? Everybody's like 25, 30 years old, man. So sad. And he didn't go for the game either, right? He didn't travel with them. Brighton are killing us on TikTok. Listen, man, it's fair. It's fair. Tualumba, when we knocked them out of the FA Cup semi-final, we had a thing, the Vegost whisper and all that. To be fair, I can't see Twitter, Tualumba, because it's banned in India. So that's one good thing for me, at least. Not right now, whole career-wise, Busquets. Okay. Ours. Bulls all the way. Vintage jersey. Thank you. Mashallah. Okay, we're talking about current teams. Okay, current teams. Best DM is easily Moises Caicedo. I want BVB to win. Yeah, I think we all do. I think we all want BVB to win. Quite clear. Hars, who do you support football wise? Is that a SpongeBob? Yeah, it is a SpongeBob picture. Welcome to the channel if you're new, buddy. Do like, share, and subscribe. We do Premier League football, Champions League football, UFC, more stuff in the end later on. Sure. Your TikTok is not banned. You can only see Russian content. Really? Might as well just not bother then, dude. Well, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't bother. They don't seem as entertaining as other countries when it comes to this stuff. OMFG guy said it was a joke. Okay, it's midnight. Let me have my fun. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to be really stressed out. Um, best DM, best DM, best DM. Bro, what's happening here? Why is Antwerp having so much of the ball? Is there something wrong with my screen? Guy talking in Spanish is really annoying. Can't even see the first match of UC. That's like I don't think you want to watch this match right now. Antwerp apparently have realized they are better than they are. So that's interesting. Very interesting. They've realized they are highly skilled apparently. So very interesting. City winning easy, yeah, unfortunately. Best DM, I would say. Let's name some of the DMs, shall we? I was going to say we're playing on the counter. Yeah, for what though? You're playing at home. Antwerp are playing good. They are playing good. That's exactly why I told Death Slayer to avoid watching this match. It might save him some anxiety. Uh, come on. Best DMs. Let's name out some DMs. De Jongish, I guess. Caicedo. Rodri, Casemiro, Chouameni. I'm sure we are missing somebody. What are you missing? Brozovic, Tonali. Tonali's too young. Yeah, probably it probably is Rodri. It is probably Rodri. AC Milan bottled Tualumba. I genuinely didn't think they bottled it, and I'll explain why. Felix, what already? Oh wait, I'm a minute behind. Damn it! Damn these things, man. Okay, let's see. See what happens here. Play it out around the back. Feeding it down. Felix scores. Yes, I'm just waiting to see the goal. Yes, goal, Death Slayer. I'm waiting for it as well. Lewandowski lays it off to the left hand side. Dink cross gets blocked. Man, how far behind are we? Yikes, man. I've been absolutely ruined by this internet. That didn't take long, did it? Bro, how far behind am I? Very far behind, like 2 minutes behind. Okay, Felix is just oh, okay. Left hand side cuts in, curls it near post. Joao Felix near post, man. He cuts inside and then hits it on the near post. And the bludgeoning begins. The bludgeoning begins. What a goal. What a goal. Cuts inside and then goes near post. The goalkeeper doesn't even move. Hard luck. Generation bro, I'm telling you, it's so difficult to find a spot to watch this in right now, Columba. Like the struggle's real today. Normally, it's not that difficult normally because this is one of the ones that they aren't showing on the main on the channel on TV. It's becoming a little difficult to find really. But what can you do, dude? You can't do anything about this. Sometimes they work brilliantly, sometimes they don't. Let's see. What are the scores everywhere? Nil, 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 nil. Everywhere it's nil, nil. Shakhtar Porto has gone off to a flyer. 2 goals Porto, 1 goal Shakhtar already. 16 minutes up. That's absolutely insane to have 3 goals within 16 minutes. But so far so good. Let me just update the score. Wow, the links are dead today. What's your honest opinion of tomorrow's game? We're gonna lose 2-1. That's the honest opinion. That's the best I can do. Iska Barca, yes. That Shakhtar game is mad, man. They've already scored 3 goals. Insane. 3 goals in 16 minutes. We're gonna lose 2-1 to I think. What do you think? I am. Oh, wait, am I watching it on that? Hold on. And Shallow drifting in the midfield is fire. It's 2 minutes behind, man. It is, isn't it? That is right. Definitely feels that way. Ah, what the hell? We'll just watch it. It's not ideal, but we can deal with it. Majority of the fans aren't confident. You can't be confident, Twalumba. The number of players we have left. I mean, it's great to be confident and all, but I mean, at the end of the day, now we don't have Maguire as well. We are going with four goalkeepers. I mean, like if we win, Ancelo's the best right back we've had since Dani Alves. Sounds about right. Ooh, great defending by Balde there. And 56-44%, like Antwerp is actually playing this game. And respect it. Hopefully we play like this tomorrow. Yeah, but like I was saying to Alumba, it's impossible to be confident. Dude. It's impossible. I didn't watch any game this week. Was in Goa. How were the games? Yeah, well, we got absolutely battered by Brighton. Spurs came back from 1-0 down to win 2-1. City went down 1-0, 1-3-1. Liverpool went down 1-0, 1-3-1. Um, who else went down and then won the game? Someone else, I think Aston Villa went down. And we were literally the only team that went down and couldn't make a comeback. Got battered by Brighton 3-1. And 3-0, sorry, 3-0. I would like to say it was close, but it was not. We don't have Maguire, oh thank God. No, what I'm trying to say is we are battered that much that we don't even have enough players to play on the actual outfield players to play a game. You're going with four goalkeepers. Stop spoiling it, man. That's clear. It's okay. You normally sometimes you tend to spoil it for me too, so it's fine, dude. It's all good, dude. It's all good. Oh, I just saw the goal. Oh, this is going to be an absolute beating today. Absolute beating today. This is going to take forever. This is just going to start getting really ugly. Let's see. Cuts back. Dink cross. So he cuts it back. He loops across to the other post. Lewandowski is there. Just volleys it, places it in. Places it in really close to the goalkeeper. But when the goalkeeper dives to his near post, it's just too fast. It's already past him by then. Yeah, my timestamp's like 1945, but the game one is about 1938, 39, 40, 41. About 20 seconds behind, I guess. But it is glitching, unfortunately. Goal check. Okay, goal check. Doing a goal check. The onside definitely looks onside. Hey, John, where are you watching? I'll write it down. BJ's class. Oh boy. Oh, got his pocket picked, but it rebounds straight into another Barcelona player. Am I behind? I'm not sure, dude. It's it's glitching between English and Spanish, dude. The English one's a little ahead. Okay. Balde cuts in, deflects. Oh my god. It's glitching so badly. Oh my god. Oh my god. The deflection, yeah. Guess I'll be watching through you guys from the chat. I guess I'll also be a little bit like that. It seems. Glitching a lot. Let's see what else is going. What's happening in the other game, shall we? Great move there by Alejandro. Cuts in. Bounce, yeah. Basically, Rafinha runs in. Deflection. Loops into the goal from the near post. Goalkeeper didn't expect that. Goalkeeper wouldn't have done anything with that, man. That's mad. They're giving Jale Bataille the own goal. Can't do anything about that, man. Feel a little bad for the kid, man. Can't do anything about that one. Can't do anything about that one. Can't do anything about that. That'll be a goal for Rafinha. No, it's an own goal. It's an own goal. Unfortunately, it's an own goal. That's some real bad luck, though. Oh, it's going to really be one of those days. It's going to really be one of those days. Bro, tomorrow just DM after 8 goal trashing. If you feel down, I guess I'll be able to help. I don't think it'll be that bad, man. Let's see. I don't think it'll be that bad, but let's not jinx it now. That's clear. Yeah, that is true. That is happening at the moment. That is that is quite literally happening. Yes. Don't know if you're unlucky or not. I just think because there are more people watching the other games, there'll be more viable coverage. I guess maybe that could be a reason. Don't really know why else it would be. Or just bad luck, man. Corner for Barcelona. Yeah. Taking it quick. De Jong lays it out back to Gundogan. Cuts it back to De Jong. Cross comes in. Header misses. Oh, the header went. The ball just went past everybody's head. Cleared out to the halfway line. How dare they? How dare they? They're promoting the Bayern Man United game. Dirty people. We'll have a good night's sleep tonight. Balde is terrorizing them, man. They don't even want to tackle him. Oh, cross comes in. Lewandowski with like a follow through header, but that was never going anywhere. Cancelo just standing in the middle of the pitch. Does a Rabona cross. So, oh my God, Antwerp want to play from the back at 3-0 down. They didn't know what's the name of the Red Star Belgrade goalkeeper Glazer. That can't be right. Oh my God. So what is the scores? Feyenoord Celtic 0-0, Lazio Atletico Madrid 0-0. What a shocker. Dortmund PSG 0-0. Man City Red Star 0-0. That can't be, man. Porto Shakhtar 3-1. It's only been half an hour. How is this even possible? Half an hour. Man City and Real Madrid can stay fit. One of them will win Champions League. How is that even possible? How is Man City not scored already? That's not what I expected. 3-1. Let's see who scored for Shakhtar and Porto. Goals from Galeno. Then Shakhtar pulls it back with Kevin Kelsey. And then Venderson Galeno scores the second one. And Mehdi Taremi scores the third one. And Venderson Galeno has 2 goals and an assist. Wow. Thought Shakhtar was going to do better. Apparently not. Apparently not. No goals anywhere else, man. Only Group H has the goals today, boys. Nothing else going on anywhere else here. Nothing going on anywhere else. Oh, Atletico just scored. Wait, I don't know who scored, but Atletico, I believe, just scored. Waiting for further confirmation. Let's see what's going on up here now. I'm going off the street, but I can't stand these spoilers. Bro, that's not even the same game. There's nothing, there's nothing going on here. 29 minutes. Oh, there's 0-0 everywhere. Who scored the first goal? Still not determined who scored the first goal. Who's starting for Man City? Yellow card. Rodri with a yellow card. Edison, Walker, Diaz, Ake, Gomez, Nunes, Rodri, Bernardo, Julian Alvarez, Phil Foden, Erling Haaland. Unbelievable. They haven't been able to score yet. Omri Glazer's the goalkeeper. Oh my god. Closing in on half an hour. Barcelona just have all the ball now. It's not that surprising as many players are still not used to Pep's system. Dude, Red Star Belgrade? Really? Most of that team is already there. There's no new signings in the team, dude. Except Mateus Nunez. All of them played in the middle of the week. Playing with Ake and Walker and Edison and Rodri and Alvarez, Silva, Foden, Haaland. Like everyone plays for his team, dude. Only Mateus Nunez is the new signing in the team. Sergi Gomez is a youth is an academy graduate from Man City itself. I'm really surprised, dude. Very very surprised, especially after you see Porto put three past Shakhtar in half an hour at Shakhtar's home ground. It's insane. Oh, what a pass there! Oof, that was a pass and a half, zipping inside, early cross in through the defense. Yeah, we are very unlucky till now. We're playing very nicely. Actually, that's a good point. Let's see some of the stats. They told us who scored for Atletico Madrid. Pablo Barrios has scored for Atletico Madrid. Let's see the statistics of the City game. 12 shots. 12 shots already. Oh boy. Lewandowski's on 92 goals. Can he hit 100 this year? I don't think he's going to catch Messi or Ronaldo. So that I don't think that's happening. I think Ronaldo is going to stay all-time goal scorer for a long time. 12 shots, 5 on target, 4 off target, 3 blocked, 8 corners, 1 yellow card apiece, 3 free kicks, 5 runs, 5 goal kicks, 2 big chances missed, 1 hit the woodwork. Y'all hit the post even. Antwerp with a chance here. Just cleared out nice and easy by the Barcelona player. 5 saves by the goalkeeper. 283 passes to 81 passes. 263 passes accurate. Oh my god. It's just an absolute butchering. How long is this going to last? My stream's about 2 minutes behind from the Barcelona game. Sergio Gomez is not a youth player. He came from Anderlecht and was from La Masia. I thought he was in the academy. Bought him from Anderlecht. What is Haaland doing, man? He's missing a lot nowadays, dude. That Sheffield United game got him shook, dude. Got him really shook. That I believe he missed 2 sitters, and I think it and a third one wasn't a sitter, but 2 were definitely a sitter. No, man. Just takes one good game, yeah. You get back in form, then it's simple. Even after allegedly not finding the back of the net, he still scores and gives assists. It's pretty good enough. So also because we expect him to score a hat trick every game. No, dude. I just think. See, I'm not even talking about Haaland. Honestly, I was just wondering why City haven't scored yet. Period. Like I didn't even know what the lineup is. I just read it out. Actually, just surprised they couldn't get past Red Star yet. But it looks like they've got a they've battered them a little bit at least, softening the goal up for a avalanche of goals. Cut back by the Antwerp player. There was absolutely nobody there. Do drop a like, guys. That really helps the chat. I mean the channel. Sorry. Who's gonna beat City in the UCL? Guess it's too late to say Red Star. Um, okay, the goals have officially dried up everywhere. Um, Depends on the draw, man. Depends on the draw, Jayesh. They just need one goal to open the floodgates. Absolutely. That's why I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. Oh. Barcelona getting more and more of the possession now. It's crawling up to about 60% now. Okay, in some other news, people, if anyone's interesting, some championship scores just to pass the time. Bristol City 3-1 to Plymouth. Cardiff 1-1 to Coventry. Preston 0-0. QPR Swansea 1-0. Oh, Suraj will be happy about this. Scored Josh Kinnelly. Okay, 1-0 to Ipswich. Come on, McKenna. You can do it. Sheffield Wednesday beating Middlesbrough 1-0. Damn it, Carrick. Get it together, man. Get it together. Any League One scores? Barnsley versus Portsmouth. Oh, wow. Dark Vision will be enjoying this. A yellow card for somebody. Who's that? Gavi? Gavi with a yellow card. 3-0 Portsmouth. My God. Cheltenham, Peterborough, 0-0. Port Vale, Burton, 1-0. 1-1. Guys, we cover all leagues. We cover all leagues. Oh God, this is hilarious. Having fun, Cover all leagues. PSG looking good. Hopefully it doesn't last the whole game. Sorry, Elmos. Okay, okay. Guys, any any other football updates you'd like while I'm here having a check? No scoreless everywhere else at the moment. Man, can you imagine how hectic the championship is? They're playing games when almost every team in England is taking a break. There's like 8 matches in the championship going on right now, midweek. It's a tough sport, man. It's a tough league. Tough league. Who's the new star of BVB? God, I'm going to have to look at what the lineup is to answer that question. This may surprise you, but I don't watch any German football. Closing in on half time everywhere, man. 0-0 at PSG. Bottling it as usual. What we have Donnarumma, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Skriniar, Hernandez, Zaire, Emery, Ugarte, Vitinha, Kylian Mbappe, Kolomuani, Usman Dembele. Okay, what we got? We got Kobel, Sula, Hummels, Schlotterbeck, Wolf, Brandt, Chan, Sabitzer, Ryerson, Adiemi, Marlin. I think Karim Adiemi is the one to look out for Chalomba. They got him from Salzburg. I think then he went to Leipzig and then I think he came to Dortmund, if I'm not mistaken. Adiemi, someone to look out for. Felix Nemecha came on. Oh, Sabitzer had to be. Oh, Sabitzer had to be subbed off in the 14th minute. Felix Nemecha has come on. That's sad. Yusufa Mukoko also is someone to look for. Very interesting strategy though. They have Adeyemi, Marlin, Niklas Fulkrug, and Sebastian Haller. They have 4 strikers in their team. Very interesting. Lol, I'm not supporting PSG. In fact, I'm supporting I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. Hopefully. Still though, 42 minutes and they're holding them. Pretty good. I think PSG has an average ass midfielder. Listen, man, there was this whole thing Ugarte, Vitinha. Time will tell. They have gone back to their usual thing of having a juiced up attack with nothing behind them. PSG looking good. Jordan, we don't do that here. I didn't read that one. Nobody does that. Nobody does that anyway, I think. Yeah, what is this Belgrade goalkeeper doing, man? Become Prime Casillas now. Oh. In fairness, Nitish, there's goals nowhere else except in the group we are currently watching. 3-1, Shakhtar is losing at home, and 3-0 Barca, and Atletico scored a lone goal in the other groups. It's a bit of a goal drought, the match day one, which is a little sad, but what can you do? Not to mention the match day kicked off with a nil-nil Newcastle Milan game as well. So people are shy, dude. It's game one. They're just shy. It's okay. 5 more games to go for some of them. What was Rafael Leao trying to do? I have no idea, dude. I didn't watch that match. Care to expand on it? Ugarte looks like De Jong and Ter Stegen had a kid, which is weird because I think isn't Ugarte Portuguese? He looks that white. If a Dutch and a German had a kid. This is European royalty. I'm going to assume we are not talking about PSG. Given go by Alejandro Balde. Cross comes in. Too low. Any goals anywhere? Damn man, there's literally no goals anywhere. What a dull start to the Champions League. Really dull. You know it's dull when Atletico Madrid's the only team outside of every all the other groups has scored a goal. That's how you know it's dull. Let's see Ugarte's face for some clarity. Oh boy, he does look like that. Oh, he's not Portuguese. He's Uruguayan. You know what's the statistics? 11 shots to 4 PSG. 1 and 1 on target. What's the possession? 80-20? Seriously, Dortmund? Oh, that's annoying. Uruguayan, yeah. Oman Cancelo. He dribbled past the entire Newcastle defense unbalanced and then tried to backheel it. He was looking like a rookie trying to dribble for the first time when Newcastle defenders were worse. Nathan, what a gem of a player, Jeremy Doku, man. Seriously, I thought, was it? I feel like somebody in the Premier League was supposed to buy Jeremy Doku either last season or in January, but I can't remember who. Was it Liverpool? Don't quite remember. Somebody was linked to him. Or was it City only? Belgrade scored? No way. We will conquer Allianz Arena. Have faith. Injured FC. Injured FC. Feyenoord. Oh, suddenly all the goals are coming out now. Feyenoord scored. Oh, they just scored. No name on the person. No, dude. They haven't scored. I think Brighton wanted to get him too. How is the City game? Nil-nil at the moment, dude. But City are absolutely battering them. Absolutely battering them. The only thing that's battering somebody more is PSG battering Dortmund. At least based statistically speaking. Come on, Feyenoord. Who scored? Stengs? Stengs scored? Nitish is trolling. There is no Belgrade scoring. VAR checking, but it's not an offside. And there's no. Oh, they have scored. Osman Bukhari. Oh boy, what's happening here? Nitish, you better hide. You're gonna get trolled if this score stays. Feyenoord scored. Calvin Stengs scored. That is correct. I can confirm. No goals anywhere else. Giroud tried a bicycle kick when he could have easily headed it for a goal and was for Milan. Maignan injured. Yeah, goal given apparently. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Red Star Belgrade. Saverna Zvezda. Oh boy. Game's about to get a lot interesting. Is Bernardo Silva injured, Nitesh? Because I read that he got subbed off for Doku. Balde? Why? Why near post, dude? Just because everyone else is scoring near post. That angle was not good for a near post shot. Oh, yeah. Touch also drifted away from him, man. Drifted further away. Oh my god. That was a really horrible shot. Either one shot, one goal. What the F? Well, listen, dude. that's that's the only way some teams can beat some teams. I believe West Ham were kind of doing that to Chelsea before they started battering them towards the end. Mikel Antonio couldn't get a ball in. Yes, it's half time. This is just sad to watch a little bit. Just battering him. They were saying the Antwerp coach is a former teammate of Xavi. Who is the Antwerp coach? Now I have to see this. I'll just sub everyone out. Don't want more injuries. Nah, dude, come on. Don't be boring. Should play all your good players, dude. Just for fun. Why do you want to sub out anyone, dude? They need match fitness. They had an international break. They were sitting around doing nothing, listening to their dodgy international coaches give them terrible advice. They need some exercise, dude. Come on. Don't be like that. Death Slayer must be a very frustrated human at this point of time. All right. We may have some good news. I don't want to jinx it though. I want to see first. Always decision making fighter is pretty average. I mean, he is young, man. These things happen when you're younger. Always. Nobody's perfect, man. No one can play the perfect game, yeah. These young kids can happen. What do you think about Anthony as a player? Unfortunately for me, very limited. That's the nicest way I can explain it without trying to, bash him because he has his own problems right now. And I'm someone who doesn't believe in kicking someone when they're down. They're already doing it to themselves. Um, it all depends on what you like. Nice half. I think the things are working again, Detsley. I just went back and some of them are working, if you know what I mean. So let's see if we are going to be on track with the chat a little bit better in the second half. Nidesh, don't worry, City will score 2-3 in second. They better, dude. They better because believe me when I tell you, City are going to get trolled. They are going to get trolled one way or the other. He was playing shit. That's why he got subbed off and seemed not so happy by that as well. I think he should. I think Pep should have just let him go to Barcelona, dude. I just think he should have just let him go. Really, allegedly he wanted to go, right? He should have just let him go. Yeah, I think goals we have conceded this season, few of them were savable, but we have a goalkeeper below average saving. Danish. Let the season end and then we'll discuss this, buddy, because people will say we are being too we're judging too quickly, which in a ways is a little bit true. But yes, I do believe some of those goals were savable. Some of them actually touched his hands and still went in. So yeah, all these decision making are pretty average. The one bad thing about him, he's young. Like I said, all they cannot put a single good cross in. Yeah, one of those fullbacks as well, actually. Today, Eddie Howe's first UCL appearance. He never went to a game as a manager, staff member, player, not even as audience. Really? What kind of football fan who becomes a coach never watches a Champions League game, dude? Wow. I have to admit, I'm a little surprised reading that. I mean, if I was anywhere near, dude, every year there are at least four teams in Europe. I am shocked that he's not even seen one game. I mean, been to one game. Sorry, did I say see one game? Been to one game. I'm sorry. Does Robbie Keane coach? Oh my God, Robbie Keane coaches now? Oh, don't tell me it's Saudi League. Saudi League, isn't it? No, it's not Saudi League. Can't make out what this writing is. It's very confusing. Let's see, what is everyone saying? Definitely don't understand what they're saying. All he's done is pass slow and hope that our opponent defender doesn't intercept it. It sounds more and more familiar to a fullback we have. Excited for second half because of Yamal and Ferran Torres. I wouldn't bother. Like, no, coffee, coffee. Thank you. Remember when Balde absolutely slayed Carvajal in the Super Copa final? Listen, dude, Carvajal is not Carvajal, unfortunately. It would have been interesting to see if it's I suppose ish. Some of them are. That's like you'll have to do a little check, but yes, some of them are. Jaswant, yeah, excited for second half. Oh, welcome to the channel, Jaswant, and do drop a like, share, and subscribe. I don't know why would they bring on Yamal and Ferran Torres though? Man, and in this kind of case, no, I wish people took more academy graduates. I would give them opportunities to play when y'all are up 3 goals up, man. Seriously, I really would. Oof. Okay, they're going to show the Man City goal. Let's see. Man City. Oh, Man City uses. Oh, okay. So this goalkeeper likes to parry a lot. Interesting. Laser, of course. Cross comes in. Yeah, this goalkeeper really likes to parry. Very dangerous move. Open header by Phil Foden. Oh my God. Really, Phil? Really? Oh my God, they're going to show the Belgrade goal now. This is going to be hilarious. Oh, it's just he passes them through one on one with the keeper. Wow, rounded the keeper. My God, I don't think he can believe it. Oh, he thinks it's offside, and then they check and they score. Not a fan of Sancho to Barca. I think he'll do very well at Barca, dude. I think technical players and slightly slow version of play will actually benefit Sancho, and obviously in turn benefits you. Ooh. So man, that was crazy, dude. That's exactly how Antonio scored against Chelsea. He was just trying to be as far forward as possible. I don't know what happened there, but unbelievable, unbelievable. What about Sancho to Barcelona loan rumor? There's something about Xavi and players who fall out with the manager. To be fair, Xavi is literally recently retired. He can relate more to these players than most managers will. It seems like Dortmund is playing six at the back. Have some courage, man. Even we had to go and beat PSG, and we could do it, man. Seriously. Gundogan, Felix, Lewandowski, link play is great, good for Barca. Gundogan is silky, man, silky. I'm sad. I'm sad that I can't watch him day in and day out at in the Premier League. He's super clutch. Yeah. Last season he was super clutch. No, man, don't want Sancho. See, like that, if you don't want it, that's completely fine. I'm just saying, I think slower down pace, little less, not necessarily, well, I should say little less physical. La Liga, they just throw out the red cards like it's fun. but little slower, more technical football players will do well, man. Even Mason Greenwood had a good impact in Getafe's match, you know. So some players it suits them, other leagues suit them better, man. That's just how it is, unfortunately. Neuer once said, "Never overcome it and just work on your reflexes." One we have is the opposite. Neuer is a very well-rounded goalkeeper. He can do what Onana does and is good at saving. Comparing him to what Neuer says is like me telling you our defenders aren't good enough. Alan Wan-Bissaka is probably the worst defender Paolo Maldini has ever seen in his life, because Paolo Maldini said if you have to slide tackle, you're already not good at defending. Basically, he's saying the art of defending is never having to make a slide tackle. So if he sees Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he would be quite disappointed, as it is. He wouldn't believe he's a defender really. I still think Gundogan to Barca best signing. Oh, easily the best signing of this window. Easily. He won't get playtime in Barca. He might though, but season is long, injuries. He might impress Xavi. See, one thing we never take into account, Jayesh, no, I've realized, myself included, and to an extent, my current coach included, is we never take into account that they might excel in the team, right? Because we are so used to seeing the players that play, and when those bit part players come on, we go, yeah, they're not that impressive. But there is just some players that you have to give them 10 minutes, then 20 minutes, then 30 minutes, and 40 minutes. Next thing you know, they start there and they never go back to the bench. So you can never say for sure. You're probably right, but you can never say for sure. But Sancho is that player, I think, like where people who like technical footballers will enjoy, and I think Xavi will enjoy him. So now, does he play? Well, he has to actually impress on the pitch, no? So that's the main thing. It's very possible, man. I think it is, at least, because if you play players on merit and Sancho does well, then Sancho should get game time somewhere. Sancho's composure, but his shooting buttons is faulty. It works once every million clicks. Yeah, once again, some people are better at creating spaces, tricking people, running past them, dribbling past them, tight passes. Some people, pace and shooting. It's not that simple, obviously, but just to sum it up, certain kinds of players. It's just more about the character than skills. He's lazy and unprofessional in the competition. Barcelona is insane, and he won't get any stuff. But you see, Herschel, when Eric Ten Hag calls him lazy, and if I remember correctly, you said I don't think Eric Ten Hag said anything wrong. He didn't call him lazy. He said his workout practices are not up to the mark, and I've already picked four better wingers for this game. Everyone said Ten Hag is creating a problem. But then when it came out that when people, because people, you don't keep track, right? You don't keep track of every player everywhere all the time. But as soon as you told people that Pep didn't want him, training practices issue, Southgate doesn't want to pick him, training practices issue, Dortmund had training practices issue, and some players said his attitude was bad. Now here the staff is saying his attitude is bad and Eric Ten Hag's a training issue, but everyone's blaming Eric Ten Hag. Why? Because he had basically he had a disagreement with Ronaldo. He thought Ronaldo shouldn't play every game. Ronaldo obviously thinks otherwise, which is fair, because he's world class, and he's built his reputation on being of performing and excelling at a certain level, and until he retires he probably will always feel that way. So because they had a falling out, now everyone thinks Eric Ten Hag is atomic. But the problem is, especially in the case of Jadon Sancho, four other coaches at four different timelines have said the same thing. So, and keep in mind, one thing people never clock, right? One thing people don't clock, which frustrates me a little bit, is that Ten Hag didn't buy Sancho. That's one thing that frustrates me, where I want to defend Ten Hag even a little bit more. Ten Hag didn't want Sancho. It's a very important part of the discussion, which is never ever mentioned. He didn't sign him. This is a player inherited. I believe second half has started. God, I hope we are on somewhat on time for the second half. Not that it makes a difference. Barcelona just battering them, but still. Uh, Hello, Purin. Good evening. Or I should say good morning. What's it? Good morning. We started way late this time today for the Champions League games. Um, isn't tackling the only thing Van Bissaka's yeah, but that's my point. Nah? It's a lot of slight tackling. But if Maldini saw it, Maldini had a quote. I forgot what it is word for word. But basically, he says the last thing a defender should do is the slight tackle. Now, who am I to argue with Paolo Maldini, dude? I mean, I wouldn't do it. But it just goes to show you that the art of defending was something else at one point of time, and it's something else now. Now people will love it. People love a good sliding tackle, crunching tackle. They enjoy it. And here's the funny thing: Paolo Maldini used to play with a former United legend who won the treble, Yap Stam, and Yap Stam was a very physical defender. He would take a tackle, he would run into you, he would foul you. Back then, obviously, the rules were very different, but he not necessarily would slide tackle you, but he would absolutely clatter into you and stuff. I saw him for the 20th anniversary, the 20th anniversary of the 99 game. Dude, at 50 years old, he's clattering other 50-year-olds. It's frightening. Ooh, Barcelona had a chance there. Gundogan. I mean, sorry, not a chance. It was close. Should be more specific. So yeah, that's true. Can't disagree, man. Nathan Barca almost sorted their wage bill. Laporta OP. Oh wow, I didn't see that. The Antwerp guy took out the referee. It's called good management, Gaurav, and we don't have any of that. Still, I think goal of the season should have gone to Sancho versus Liverpool than Anthony versus Barca last season. And let's see they. To be quite honest with you, ooh, that was weird. Clearance by Antwerp player seemed unnecessary, but it was done. Uh, look at Patan design with that beard. I wish it grew evenly, dude. You see, this is all thinning. It looks like a lot, but this is all much thinner. I think Ten Hag struggles with English. He doesn't always mean what. Yes, guys, that's another issue. I've noticed because I remember his first interview. His first interview, I was like listening to him talk. I'm like, bro, I don't know if he thinks he's saying the right words or he just doesn't know the words. And the funny thing is, when they were doing the coach interview, it was said like in tweets and in discussions that Ten Hag is practicing his English because his English is not good. So I was like, you know what? If someone at this age has to practice their English, they've probably not spoken English at all. Like I have heard Xavi Hernandez speak English. I'm not going to say it's world class or anything, but I've heard him speak it, which means he's definitely at some point of time or the other practiced or learned somehow. And when Ten Hag had to take like lessons to brush up his English at his age, well, then that's what you're going to get as part of the communication. Now, if it was like an Arsene Wenger where you spent 20 years in England and you still speak with a heavy French accent, as long as you can be understood, it's fine. So I think over time he will, because I hear some of the words he tries to say and it's like verbs and adjectives. He doesn't use the right one at the right. Obviously, again, it's not something he's been practicing his whole life very clearly. So yeah, that can be lost in translation as well. I agree, Jayesh. It's actually that's a lie. It's very clearly lost in translation. Some of his sentences, to be fair, but that's no excuse, man. I mean, they earn so much money, dude. He can if he wants to brush up his. Ooh, Antwerp follow up through the back post and the trailing player could not get to it. That would have been actually a tap in from there. ETH bench Rashi when he was our best player and openly said it, but Rashford rectifies corner. Exactly, Danish. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, for anyone who might not know the story, I believe Rashford was like 2 minutes late. And at that point of time, he was like on a goal scoring run. He said, "You're sitting on the bench. Dude. I expect you to show up on time." And Rashford, after the match, literally said that. He said, the gaffer found it wrong or disrespectful, and he benched me because I showed up late. It's my fault. So, you know, it depends on how people want to take it, really, I guess. There were reports that ETH used to tell him that training is an hour early because he used to be late. Yes, that is true. There is a report saying he's getting paid 300k per week. Be a little more See, this is what I'm saying now, Harshal. This is all being said, but at the time ETH said it, na, everyone went for him. Then once people found out more and more and more things, in the end now Sancho looks like the worst person out of this because it took him 8 days to take it off. Like even the pundits who were like you shouldn't openly criticize. The pundit said, why is he still pinning that tweet? It's like he doesn't want to play her basically. I think he's looking for a move. So even like the pundits knew, you did it one day, you reacted, okay, cool. You know how the internet works. They will clip it, they will keep it, they will show it to you, it will never go away. But why do you have to keep the message pinned? Why? Then eventually it was like, Salman, you made your point, na? Whether you apologize or not, even you made your point. 8 days to keep that pinned tweet is it's just being a child, yeah. And apparently he won't apologize to Ten Hag even. So it's not looking good at the moment. It's not looking good. ETH little stubborn press. Dude, ETH a little stubborn everywhere. He changed the formation so he doesn't want to play Palastri. It's very obvious. What can you do, dude? You have to let the manager manage, which is the new thing I say nowadays, whether I like it or not. And I don't like it. I know ETH loves United, but these Glazers, yeah, well, the Glazers are always going to be the problem. People are saying, should Ten Hag be sacked? I'm like, if you think anything different is going to happen, no matter who the coach is, you're going to be very disappointed. PSG game so boring, almost one-sided. Yeah, last at halftime I saw the possession was like 80-20. I'm surprised Dortmund's not taking it to them, man. Like even we took it to them. Even if we lost, no, we still took it to them. Like if you show someone so much respect, no, in the end Dortmund only might not make it through the next round. You gotta go for it, man. Maybe they're waiting for the last 20 minutes to do so. Who knows? What was fucking perfect at slide tackles? Yeah, but the thing is, just according to Maldini, he doesn't want anyone to slide tackle. He wants people to time the run, time the ball, time the movement of the player perfectly, so you can just do a standing one. It sounds ridiculous, dude, but I understand what he's saying. But basically, what he's trying to say is you shouldn't get desperate, where you need to leave the ground. Let your feet leave the ground. I mean, I understand it. I personally like a good slide tackle, but I get what he's trying to say. Man City is losing LOL. Haaland is my UCL fantasy cap. Bro, I'm getting battered. First, a big red arrow. I go, oh, Barcelona chance, cut back. Oh my God, he just hit it on left. Oh, open shot again. Goal. Gavi. Well, that was all. Looked like it should have gone in a couple of times, but it finally did. Pascal, so three. Oh, yeah. They did. Actually, they've scored 4 now. Pool G. Wait, that's not the letter. Pool G. Baile, I think his name is. No, Gavi. 53. The battering continues. City 1-0 down, yes. We saw the goal here. De Jong is actually a diamond formation guy. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Salman. City scored? Hello, Modit. I assume you're going to be on my stream tomorrow in case anything bad happens. Excuse me. Let me see who scored for City here. It's better on Epic Sports, still 1 minute behind. I'll take 1 minute behind than 2 minutes, dude, or whatever the original number was. I'm okay with it. It's more acceptable, at least 1 minute behind. Man City scored Alvarez. Haaland with an assist too. UCL captain, congratulations. You'll still get points. PSG scored. No. Oh, no. Not Mbappe. Oh, God. Unbearable. This game week's already become unbearable. Penalty, dude. This is how he's resorting to score goals now. And I'm sure he celebrated like he won the World Cup also. Even though he has won the World Cup. Shame. Shame, I tell you. Penalty merchant. Now they won't call him, no? Penbape. No one's going to call him Penbape. Everyone's going to call everyone else the penalty merchant. I say he excels in the box midfield. Let's see. UCL is always special, but Dortmund can't handle PSG front. Yeah, well, 80-20 shows. Don't react to goal spoilers in chat. Oh, okay, I won't do that. I saw mine though, to be fair. Yeah. Did you watch Raw and SmackDown? The matches are so good. Loved it. I saw Raw today, dude. Raw was fun today. Dude, Jay Uso's getting what a pop, yeah. What a pop he's getting every week. It's insane. A lot of people were always saying that he's going to split out as singles competitor. My timestamp is 55, 58, 50, 56, 56, 1, 2, 3. I didn't read the tweet. What was the tweet if you can explain it in short? Which tweet? What tweet? Oh, the Sancho tweet I'm talking about, Danish, is where he said, the scapegoat thing. It was just sad, dude. At this rate, he'll get an offer only from Saudi. No top club would buy. He got an offer from Saudi, Harsha. And apparently it was with an option. It was a loan with an option to buy for 50 million, and we have denied it. Apparently, he did get an offer from Saudi last minute. I don't remember which team, but he did get one. And Cancelo is literally playing a midfield. I mean, come on, dude, they're crap. They should all play in the midfield. Oh wow, Dion coming off someone I haven't seen in forever. Dude, I can't believe he used to play for Southampton. Now he plays for Barcelona. Oriol Romeo's coming on. This is second substitution, I believe, as well. Gavi's coming off for Fermin Lopez. Yeah, I'll be there, ready to cool United. And Man United started all this decade only just so they could not buy correct centre backs. They were linked with so many good centre backs, but no one came till now. I got Mbappe, Haaland, and Lever. So Mbappe scored, Haaland assisted, Lever scored. Good start. WWE used to be so much fun back in the day. Jayesh, controversial, but I think if you want to see nicer wrestling matches, I think you have to watch New Japan or AEW. But because the brand of WWE is so engulfed in us, that we will always still have a soft spot for WWE. But actually, it might sound very controversial, but I do think the quality of matches are better in AEW. It's just that you're very unfamiliar with a lot of the commodities. Been watching AEW for the last. I didn't watch their first year. From after their first year, All Out, I've been watching them every week. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. It gives you Nitro vibes. Nitro vibes a little bit. They have a lot more liberty on AEW. Subs finally Barca, Visca Barca. Yes, Sancho Lukaku swap. No, 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 thank you. No, thank you. Please keep him in Italy. Dude, I'd rather swap somebody's grandmother than Lukaku, bro. I'm not interested. I don't care what he says. I don't care how great he thinks he is. I don't care how many more league titles he wins somewhere else. I'm no thank you, dude. Please, I'll keep Sancho. It's okay. He can show up 1 hour late for practice. At least he'll run faster, not look like a fridge. Please, I'm okay with that. Ooh, Antwerp almost got through. Bad pass. Jay Russell, once we were kids. Still is. We were kids back then, so it used to hit different. Start watching again, you'll have fun. Not gonna lie. Yeah, man. I mean, see, I look at it. I explain it this way. This is the best way to explain it. When you were younger, oh, Vincent Janssen coming off for George Ilenikena. Complicated name to pronounce. Oh, they're making more changes. Oh, Richie Delat plays for Royal Antwerp. Come on, the boy. Our own academy graduate, Richie Delat. He's Belgian. Oh, he is Belgium. Alassane Youssef coming on for Ekelen camp. Come on, dude, don't jog. How long do you want to be here? You want to get battered some more? I would be running off the pitch if I was you guys. It's adorable. They're doing tactics 4-0 down. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something. Hold on. Oh yeah, back in the day we used to watch for its glamour and stuff. Now, as I get older, I appreciate the technical ability more. You know, the moves per se specifically. A lot of the characters have unfortunately been watered down now that WWE has become a public trading company, and that is why actually why I like AEW. They give them a lot more freedom. Romeo is one a UCL, yeah, but you know what I mean, dude. The last time I saw him, he played for Southampton. I mean, last time I watched him regularly play. I believe they battered us in that game, and the last time I saw him with James Ward-Prowse. Fermin Lopez scored a bang and gave an assist in the preseason Classico. Don't believe I watched. Oh, you know what? I didn't watch that because we had preseason games which I was covering at the time. I definitely didn't watch that. They were all in America together, weren't they? That's how we played Madrid too. 2006 2014 golden era of WWE. I think it's even before 2014, isn't it? Was it 2014 when it like finally ended? Haaland missed the sitter. What's happening to him, man? That's three now in 3 days. It's hard to follow so many sports. Well, welcome to the club, Jayesh. UFC, football. I stopped watching tennis. I used to watch tennis, cricket. So what I used to watch first is UFC, wrestling, football, cricket, basketball, tennis. Big tennis fan. Used to be a big tennis fan. Man, it was insane, man, to keep up. And some of them have like overlapping times and all. It's really frustrating. Now I just watch football, UFC, and wrestling. They all have different times. It does not really affect anything. It's perfect. It's a perfect balance for me, at least. Hey, bro, this Belgrade playing like this goalkeeper's playing like Buffon. Oh god, had to be a Glazer. No, it's almost like a troll. It's almost like an inside joke troll. Used to love WWE because of the storyline and character. Dude, everything changed once they became a public trading company. Everything changed. Only Bray Wyatt was the one who had like a lot of liberty because it was like the new age Undertaker where they could do like dark twists and turns with his character. Everything was like everything has become like cookie cutter. AEW is good, man. I would recommend. Give it a good week. Give it a good month, I would say, to get used to some of it. And they definitely have way more liberty than WWE wrestlers. Definitely. Also, it was fun to play WWE games PS2, PS3 में अभी feel नहीं आता है. So, you know what I used to like? My favorite one was Raw vs SmackDown 2008, 2007, 2008, 2009. Those are the last games I really played. Those were fun. I think those were PS2, right? PS2 or PS3? Oh, it was PS3. Those were good times. They should bring in Yamal for what, dude? They're already losing 4-0. 2-0 PSG. Come on. Natalie, Kelly Kelly or Paige? Hmm. It's not tough. Actually, it's not a tough decision. I believe you're talking about Natalia, right? Or am I missing someone? Natalie? No, I think it is Natalia. Um, I think Natalia is, yeah, I think Natalia. Well, it's actually, you know what? It's Kelly Kelly, isn't it? It is Kelly Kelly. WWE wants to revolutionize the world after his new alliance with the UFC and wants Cristiano Ronaldo to witness Crown Jewel, an event in Saudi Arabia in November. It's so funny you said this. It's going to be really big, dude. They're going to have apparently they're going to have like some kind of massive crossover events and stuff. The UFC can't go to Saudi at the moment of Vanabas because, and I could be wrong, obviously, but they have an exclusive deal with Abu Dhabi at the moment. So until that changes, I don't think they can come there. But WWE obviously has a deal with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia or whatever the component is, so they can. Oh no! Oh boy! Side no, hit the goalkeeper, didn't it? Yeah, then side netting. Alvarez scored City 2-1. That lasted long, did it? Since I've been watching UFC, WWE just cringes me out. Jayesh, I would rec that perfect. That then you're in the position I used to be in. I would look at it this way: enjoy the technical ability of pro wrestlers. Good technical ability pro wrestlers no will still get you hooked, still get you to watch. But they have to be really good, and you have to kind of get into their individual characters a little bit. But good technical wrestlers will get you back into it. I mean, at least I think it should. There's no guarantee, obviously. Cross comes in 5-0. Joe Felix. This is just rough now. This is just rough now, isn't it? No, Alvarez brace. Yes. Belgrade keeper own goal. Hold on, we'll confirm that. We'll check it. Sometimes they corrected it, Salman, because there was a goal in this Barcelona game that was given to Rafinha. They changed it to an own goal later on. Kelly clear, but I prefer Page. Interesting. AJ Lee. Still have the Miz and R through. Oh, that was hilarious. Felix makes it final. Yes. Oh, Felix balling so happy for him. Listen, dude. In a team which actually plays attacking football, attackers will do well. If you know, you know. Not really, you know. It's not a shot at anybody. Just a little bit of truth. What was the score? What was the 66 minutes? Ferran's coming on and Yamal's coming. I mean, why? Why do this? Why put people in jeopardy, dude? We bought Van Bissaka on for 5 minutes. He's missing 2 months now. Why put them in jeopardy, dude? I would not do this. I really wouldn't. This is why you gotta get some academy players, man. Just so they can just pass the time, if it's comfortable. Dude, Wan Bissaka came on for 5 minutes. He got injured for 2 months. 5 minutes. Jamal's coming on for Felix. Wow, they're not letting Felix try and get a hat trick. Come on, Xavi. Lighten up, dude. What was the point of that? Seriously. He had so much time left to get a hat trick. Someone should have got a hat trick today. Jamal and Torres to make it 7-0. I mean, they should not. Honestly, Barcelona fans won't agree. They should just take it easy on them now, man. They should not do anything weird, not take any chances. They should just pass the ball around for the next half an hour. Rey Mysterio Sin Cara, it has to be Rey Mysterio. I mean, I saw Rey Mysterio put in when he was part of WCW. Like, I've been watching pro wrestling for a long, long time, dude. So I saw him maskless. I saw him in WCW. That time it was not AEW, it was WCW and WWE. You get to watch both because in Bombay they actually had TNT, the channel which showed Nitro, which is now BT Sports has been have been bought in England by TNT Sports. We used to have a channel. They used to show movies back in the day, mostly old movies. But on the once a week they used to show Nitro. So I actually ended up. I didn't even know there was a Monday Night Wars, dude. I had no concept of any of that as a kid. I was just watching wrestling, and I didn't know what I was watching until like later on understanding it. I didn't understand it at all. I was just watching wrestling as a kid, just enjoying it. I had no idea there was a war going on Monday night for ratings and stuff. Like I said, when you watch it as a kid, it's different, man. When you watch it, it's different. Came to Hyderabad, apparently they blew the roof of the place, man. They had a lot of fun. Well, Anthony hasn't been doing well at United. Yeah. So, Jayesh, you know what? It's so funny you said that, right? So people, because people do this thing, right? We are the United fans have come with a great counter, which is actually true. Okay. Oh, just wide. Ferran Torres. Um, Anthony had a better first season than Jack Grealish, statistically speaking. Even Jadon Sancho actually no, well, no, Jadon Sancho didn't. No, he didn't play a lot of games. But Anthony actually had a better first season than Jack Grealish did at City. It's just that it's become too predictable. Everyone's low on confidence. Nothing's working out, and now Anthony is looking really bad. The thing Anthony is doing really well at Jayesh, I will tell you, is he is our best defensive winger because he tracks back all the time, and he really helps out Dallo or Van Bissaka. And that's one thing I appreciate. I appreciate people who work hard. Working hard is not just good enough, but I do appreciate that because there are games where you need a winger to double up. And sometimes it can be a lot of teams in England where you need a winger to double up. And unfortunately, none of the other wingers at all of what whichever name you'd like to take, all of them do not defensively track back like Anthony. So I can see Anthony is used apart from being an attacking winger, unfortunately. I know people say you get him to score goals and assists, but when the goals and assists don't come, at least we know we have another defender per se, which is a good thing depending on the team you play, and allows other people to try and create more maybe in a weird way. Ooh, that almost slipped through again. Oh no, Antwerp are breaking it now, man. Antwerp are becoming very shaky on the ball, and I have no idea why they're playing from the back at 5-0 down. I don't get it. This obsession with playing from the back, dude. When you're trailing this much, you want all these attackers even closer to you. Ooh, here we go. Antwerp. Oh, went off balance. Slipped. Good game management, in my opinion, by Xavi. You think so, dude? Man, we bought literally. Now I'm getting like PTSD, dude. We bought on a fit Van Bissaka on for 5 minutes. He got injured for 2 months. Mad. First fight of the season, PSG versus Dortmund. Who was the fight, dude? What was the fight? Give me details. Hey, bro. Obviously, they tried to replicate race so many times in former Sankara but failed. You can't You know what's the problem with that one Abas? You have to actually get luchadors. You can't replicate it. That Huneko Sin thing was really terrible. That original Sin has a comic book. He's actually a proper luchador. But then they sacked him and they gave his mask to someone else, which I don't even know how you can do. Not sure how you can do that, but they did it. Wouldn't you wouldn't you wouldn't They wouldn't be able to do that in Mexico. So it's really weird. Really want Mbappe to score a hat trick against this PvP, really? Ah, okay. And Ferran is scary this season. Anthony scored in very big games. He did score in very big games, but when his goals and assists don't work, we can definitely rely on him defensively, which is great. So I can see why he is getting picked, because if he doesn't contribute one way, he contributes the other way. Whereas some of our wingers don't contribute either side; they're just wasting time. Yeah, actually, I liked about Ajax. It's also a different league, different way of playing, Jayesh. Unfortunately, if you say it's easier, people will troll you saying, "Look how united are they." Oh, Antwerp! Oh my god! Oh my god, this team's crap. How did they win the league, dude? Ter Stegen was a double save, one with a foot. Dude, the first one was a tap in. So close range, bad aim, man. Bad aim by the striker, great save by Ter Stegen. All you can do is extend yourself, and that's what he did. Oh, I think the first play was offside as well, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. Look at that. Made himself big, guts hit right in the rib cage in the midsection. Makes himself big again, stops it with the foot. Hey, listen, that second shot, that guy had a howler. Could have done a lot better. He was open on the other side. Great move by Ter Stegen. But although I do think it would have been offside if that did go in the end. Oh, that's it. It's Van Bommel. That's who. Man, I can't even recognize him. Van Bommel is their manager. Okay. Neither mark my words. Jeremy Doku's going to own EPL. Let me know in advance so I can buy him for my FPL. Then I'll have at least. Grealish had a great second season. That's true. He did have a great second season. Then we got fouled. Dortmund guy was protesting and the whole fight happened. The former Barcelona player, that tells you about playing from the back. Yeah, no, but my thing is, dude, at 5-0, how does that help, dude? I don't get it. It's like there's a timing thing of it, you know? There's the best goalkeeper in the world right now. Oh, yes. That's Slayer's favorite players coming on. Roberto. Cancelo coming off. Rodri scored again. Well, it was good while it lasted, and it lasted for about 5 minutes. Just taken in my sub, and Edison is playing. Thought City will keep a clean sheet. Dude, you really thought. No, you know what? You're right, actually. Red Star Belgrade, I would also assume, is a tougher team than Antwerp. To be fair, that was the correct move. I was going to say, do you think that was a good idea? But then it. Oh no. Oh no. Why didn't he pull it back, Yamal? Oh boy, look what's happening here. It's kicking off at Feyenoord and Celtic. Two red cards. Two red cards, guys. Two red cards and Feyenoord even missed a penalty. Goalkeeper save. Odin. Celtic has what, one red card? Two red cards. Lager Bielki and Odin Thiago Holm. In 4 minutes, they got two red cards. Brilliant. Fantastic performance by Celtic. And somehow they still are only trailing 1-0. Unbelievable. Two red cards with so much time left. Atletico still beating Lazio. Come on, Lazio. Yeah, seriously. Who scored the second goal for PSG? Ashraf Hakimi scored the second goal. 3-1 City. Rodri, Foden assist. Alvarez with second goal. Alvarez with the first goal. Haaland assist. Well, Antwerp 5-0. Shakhtar Porto still 3-1, dude. From 29 minutes, they've been 3-1. Guess Porto are just relaxing now. They don't have to do any work. Oh, here we go. I just spoke it into existence. Feyenoord with the second goal. Second goal they just scored. Celtic absolutely. I don't know what happened there, but two red cards in 4 minutes. Not great. Pasa captain in, captain coming in at wait, no way. Antwerp whatever should forfeit. I don't know if they want to play from the back, dude. Leave them alone. Imagine selecting Onana over Ter Stegen and Ballon d'Or over 30. Well, Ter Stegen because of because of the Champions League final, I guess, no? Harshal, that's what I'm going to assume. I think that's a safe assumption. Sergio Roberto's fucking inevitable. Ah man, Yamal's trying too hard to score. This is what is Antwerp doing? Like seriously, I just walk off the pitch. Oh, they're taking way too long to like make moves, man. They were never gonna win this. They never had a chance, really. Let's be honest. Never had a chance. Did Hakimi celebrate against the World Cup? Koi confirm karo, please. You better not, dude. That's really. I hate when people do that, dude. I really hate it. I can't stand that disrespect, dude. If they spoke shit about you, treated you crap, then it's different. But like if everything was okay and you did that, I don't like that, man. I really don't. Thought Milan will lose badly after seeing Milan derby, but it was the opposite. Do you think United have a chance against Bayern? But then the thing is, there's always a chance, dude. A Red Star Belgrade kind of proved my point today. They hung in there, hung in there, hung in there, and then they scored a goal. Is there a chance? I think it will be fantastic if we get a result, which is either a draw or a win. I'm hoping for a draw, but my prediction is 2-1 we'll lose. Because at the end of the day, we are quite literally one injury away from bringing on Johnny Evans to play a Champions League game. Now, whatever you might think of Maguire or whoever else for that matter. Oh, what a save! Wow, finally the Antwerp goalkeeper made one. Whatever you think about, that was actually a really good save by the Antwerp goalkeeper, to be fair. Whatever you think about Maguire, right? Maguire at least has Champions League experience recently. So we have gotten to the point now where we are bringing in four goalkeepers. Four goalkeepers have traveled with us, Putin. Our only defender centre backs are, in fact, Lindelof and Martinez, who will most likely start, and Evans on the bench. We are probably going to take a bunch of kids because we don't have a backup right back or left back. A backup DM is not fit yet. Backup 8 is not fit yet, and a backup 8 is slightly fit. Ericsson. Our starting 8 is kind of fit. Ericsson. I don't know if we'll play him. I have a feeling we're going to play McTominay, Casemiro, and Bruno. If he doesn't play Palestri, we're screwed because McTominay just went missing. McTominay had 20 touches in a 100-minute game against Brighton. And people thought McTominay was all right because they thought Casemiro was bad. And Casemiro was bad. But when you see the stats, he touched the ball 20 times in 100 minutes. Playing in the middle of the park. So, if Eric Ten Hag is still stubborn and we don't play a right winger, could get very ugly. Could get very ugly. At the most cliches the last season, that's true. But like that, David De Gea did better than Ramsdale, Harshal. He won a cup and he had most clean sheets and won the Golden Glove, bro. But Ramsdale's on the list too, Harshal. So I'm just annoyed as much as annoyed as you are, dude. The Lonsay goalkeeper Samba was in front of David De Gea. Dude, David De Gea has been just as disrespected on this ridiculous list as much as any other goalkeeper I have known in the last 10 years. There is no there The recognition is just not there. It is what it is. I'm over it now, but don't be surprised. I'm sure there are some goalkeepers that missed out, some other goalkeepers that have missed out as well. Ramsdale literally won nothing and he was there in the final list. So can you pronounce Saverna Zvezda? Yeah. I mean, that's how I say it. I believe I heard someone say it like that. Anthony Valencia? No, his brothers are all retired by now. Surely not. Hold on a minute. Is this Anthony Valencia is like related to the Valencias? Nah, I don't. No, I don't think so. Don't think so. Amrabat's not fit. Puddin. He's not. He's not even traveled. Like I said, dude. There's a bunch of players we don't have. A bunch of players that would be starters, and we have so few players that we actually are taking four goalkeepers with us. So it just goes to show you we don't even have the outfield players to fill in the subs. We're in real trouble. We're in real trouble. How much do you rate Licha among top centre backs in the world? See, the thing is, Jayesh, is you have to rate it on a curve, right? You have to rate him on the fact that who's next to him. Because who's next to him greatly affects how he can play and how he can use his own abilities. If he plays next to a Van Dijk, he plays next to a Raho, he plays next to a Militao, a Rudiger, for someone his height, I would rate him very highly because centre backs traditionally have really been tall. The last really good centre back that's been really short has been Cannavaro. So it really depends on, you have to kind of grade centre backs as a pair, dude, because believe me when I tell you, and this is, people will say this is an exaggeration, but believe me when I tell you, Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic would look like shit if they partnered with Harry Maguire. They would. They would look like shit if they partnered with Eric Garcia. They would look shit if they partnered with whatever other worst centre back you have no opinion on. That's just the way it is, dude. They work in pairs because they complement each other. So you can rate him as low as you want or as high as you want depending on who he's playing with. You give him another good player who can complement his style of play, which is crunching tackles, attacking the ball, taking it forward, trying to get in the mix of things, trying to put pressure on attackers up front. You'll get an 8 out of 10 performance at least from him every day. Now, does that mean we'll win the game? No, there's no guarantees as such. Like Red Star just proved, you need one shot, and if you sit back and defend, you can even win a game, which obviously a Red Star couldn't do. So there's that. It's a complementary position, dude. Just like Your goalkeeper gets exposed based on the defensive line you have. It's the same thing. So yeah, I would rate him very highly. All things considered, he's not even, he's a bit vertically challenged and all that, but he makes it up in many ways, and he actually has a very high jump for someone his height as well. So there are plus points. Would I put him marking Kane for a corner? No, I wouldn't. I would not. If he does, can he jump higher than Kane? Maybe, but I still wouldn't put him near Kane to mark a corner. But he can do other things. So yeah. No, I didn't. Good guy. Kunde's literally in the box 50% of the time. I mean, he can afford to do. Now they're just playing for fun now, isn't it? What's the Man City score? 3-1 Tolumba. They came up. Valencia and United was under. In my opinion, I think he was, dude. I think he was a very great servant. I wish we gave him one more year so he could have had his testimony. He did 9 years at the end, if I'm not mistaken. I respect it. A lot of people say he was an average player. I think for someone who was forced to be a converted right back from a right winger in his prime, I thought he did a really good job. I think sometimes you have to do the best with what you have given. And I thought Antonio Valencia was someone who played for the team. I think he loved our club, even though he might have never been a lifelong fan. And I think he served our club very well at the time he was here. So I'm very bummed we couldn't give him a testimonial, but at the same time, I think probably one of our most consistent signings after we sold Ronaldo, because when we sold Ronaldo, we bought him, Obertan, and Owen with the money. And I think he outlasted all of them, obviously. So it just goes to show you that his time at United was respected. However bad we were in the future seasons, his time at United was respected. I like to think so, at least. Vertically challenged, yeah, because like, dude, Jamie Carragher goes like this, okay? Lisandro Martinez won't be a good centre back because he's short. I'm like, bro, this is not a slam dunk contest. Matter of fact, the shortest person to win a slam dunk contest in the NBA was 5'6" Spud Webb. Feel free to check it out if you don't believe me. You can Google that or type in Spud Webb's name and see his height. 5'6", slam dunk contest. Keep in mind. So, excuse me. So yeah, so everyone goes, oh, he's short, so he's not good. I'm like, bro, doesn't matter if you're short or tall. If you don't know how to actually do the fundamentals of the position, doesn't matter if you're 7 feet tall. You're still gonna play terribly. Doesn't really matter. It's not like you're playing center in a basketball game, where you could stand by the basket and just like hop and hit a slam dunk. Like you actually have to do stuff. Of course, I'm oversimplifying, but I hope the point is clear. Still can't believe Sir Alex won with Johnny Evans. Bro, we won with, forget that, Puran. We won a league with Johnny Evans, Phil Jones, Cleverly Anderson. Bro, that 2013 team is a bunch of everyday players. With respect to Pep and Klopp, I don't think they could have won the league with those players. Look at the players they had to win their leagues respectively. I don't think they can win with those players. It's just respectfully saying it. Yeah, it's not like I'm not trying to make a point. I'm just saying, imagine those players. Like when they did that, they did a picture, right, where David De Gea is the only one from the Premier League winning team left, just before he became a free agent. If you look at that picture, bro, it's how to explain it without being really disrespectful, because at the end of the day, as a team, they collectively did get over the line, so you have to respect it. But if you just see the team, you'll be like, what magic is this, dude? What magic is this? These people wouldn't have lasted in any team. But as a whole, they ended up winning the league. It's difficult to explain, man. Like, people troll Phil Jones, but people don't realize Phil Jones was one of the most promising centre backs before he got really badly injured. People don't realize we won a league title with him playing a lot of the games. Like, it's easy to clown on someone, dude, and fair enough. Phil Jones has earned some of it, but Sadiq Bhai will tell you himself, dude. When Phil Jones was first signed from Blackburn, like, just anytime if any of y'all are on a stream with Sadiq Bhai, Ask him about how good was Phil Jones really when we bought him. Don't take my word for it, dude, because he has even a better memory than me. He'll tell you himself. He'll tell you himself. So feel free to ask him if you're on a stream when he's live. But we can still rate for the individual skills like positioning, tackling. Positioning, tackling, I think he's good, dude. I think he overcommits a little bit Herschel because I think again it's a complementary positioning, right? Positioning is very complementary, right? When you play center back, so he gets pulled out of position if you see Herschel, you check any of the goals we have conceded. If you see he's been pulled out of position because the rest of the defenders have been pulled out of position, or there is a gap and no one is attacking the gap to defend. Of course, he did get skinned by Pascal Gross. No, was it Pascal Gross or João Pedro? Whatever the second goal was, he got skinned completely. There's no doubt about it. I'm not going to pretend he didn't get skinned. He absolutely got skinned. But again, that was due to overcommitting. Na? If he doesn't slide tackle and João Pedro scores, they'll go, Lisandro Martinez should have done better. He slide tackles, gets cut back, and he goes the other way to shoot. He got skinned. It was one of those lose-lose situations for Lisandro Martinez. Let's be honest. You're a genius in hindsight only if it works. But if you don't guess the right way, you look like a fool. So it's easy to get skinned sometimes, man. But if you notice positioning, he's pretty decent. He gets called out because of the other defenders, though. Or sometimes even our midfielders. Why am I scapegoating the defenders? It's very easy to do that. Even our midfielders sometimes force him to get pulled out of position as well. But tackling, I like. I mean, now with the new rules, oh boy, here it goes. Where's all the why has this guy not been saving the ball like this all this time? The save by the keeper. Oh, they didn't go very far though. Back in, ship cross. Cleared out, but not really far again. It's almost like they don't know how to clear. Oh, Romeo. Ooh, nice find. I believe that's Balde, yes. Oh, running in. Keeping the ball on the outside. Feeds Balde through. Zippy cross. Ah, blocked. Well, if only Antwerp defended like this about 85 minutes ago, it would have been nice. Oh, now Barcelona just playing with them now. About half a minute left. Hey Sarthak, good evening. Congratulations. There's not much time left, but congratulations is definitely it's going to happen. Ranieri won the PL with a midfield name midfielder. Bro, that is another funny thing. Jayesh, if you pick the starting 11, right, of Leicester, just take them all, take their names to the side, no, and Wikipedia all of them. I'm not. This is going to sound really harsh. Okay, this is going to sound really harsh, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 8, 9, maybe even 10 of them have been Premier League rejects, and I mean rejects in the harshest way possible. They were basically meant to, you're not going to be good enough, off you go. And everyone with that league win literally re-energized their career completely. Wes Morgan, Robert Huth, who was the left back? Danny Simpson, who was the right back? Austrian guy. I forgot his name. Austrian guy. Anyway, you get my point. Kante, second division French league, drink water from the championship. Jamie Vardy, non-professional, semi-professional footballer. Riyad Mahrez, I believe, also from the French league. Who was the left wing at the time? Mark Albrighton, Aston Villa, I believe, youngster, rejected, sent to Leicester. Andy King was one of the players there, who I think got promoted. I want to say 3 times with Leicester to champions. Andy King. He unfortunately, after they won the league, he kind of, I think they sold him or something happened after that. He didn't play much, but he was a very pivotal player as they were coming up and doing well. GG full time, yes. Kante was unbelievable. Mahrez, yes. Fuchs, Christian Fuchs. Thank you very much. That's the name. Sky Barca, Okazaki, Shinji Okazaki, and they had that Peruvian guy, right? Leo Ochoa, even though it's spelled with 2 L's. In certain Spanish countries, 2 L's is like a CH. So it's Leonardo Ochoa, I believe his name was. Yes. It was an insane team, dude, full of rejects from the Bundesliga, Premier League, Second Division, wherever, and they absolutely ran through everybody, dude. They absolutely ran through everyone. So, you know, I don't know a lot of coaches who would able to pull that off. But it's one of those things, man, where you are just happy you witness some history because it is historical in a way. It is historical in a way, but at the same time you can't believe it's happened at all because you probably don't expect it to happen. Some guy won the lottery. I believe he won like 10 million pounds because he put a preseason bet on Leicester's winning the Premier League. This is one of those bets where the odds are really high. You put enough money, you'll make enough money. And he won like, I don't know how many million he won. He won like a bunch of money for betting on it. So it's crazy, man. I'm a head out. Brace yourself for tomorrow, Nathan. Yes, I will, guys. Even I'm gonna head out, man. I got some plans tomorrow to stuff. Hopefully, everyone's Ganesh started off well, guys. I believe tomorrow is the first immersion. Have fun, be safe, and don't play with fireworks because I don't know where you're from, but here people go a little crazy with the fireworks. So just take care of yourself and enjoy it. Don't go too crazy. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow for the game. The link's already set up. Do hit the notification if you're feeling free to join. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Also, they won because big teams were in transit. That's true. But dude, no matter what transition they were in put in, they still had a significantly worse team than everybody else. But yes, that is true. Good night, good night. Yes, good night. See you tomorrow, guys. Do like, share, subscribe as always. And let's hope we don't lose tomorrow. That's all we can do. Good night, guys. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.